I will now begin. Have you ever encountered an annoying rock-solid butter just as you're about to prepare your breakfast? You then have to place it in the microwave, waiting for it to melt. Annoying, isn't it? We have came up with the perfect solution for this issue. Good morning, judges and audience. My name is Adrian.
I'm Jian.
I'm Ishunda. I'm Jin. I'm Waylon.
And we are Golden Fingers. We at Golden Fingers are advocates for three values: convenience, health, and versatility. So now, let me bring you into our latest innovation, a product, a concept brought to life. This is a Golden Finger. It's so simple to use. You just pop off the lid, twist to the recommended serving amount, and spread it on your crispy, crunchy toast. It's so simple to use, even a 3-year-old could use it. So, Golden Fingers. We are a product company and a service company. In the first year, we will introduce flavors such as kaya butter and garlic butter into the market. We will also be collaborating with bigger brands such as Nutella, filling in their spreads in our containers. So, who is this Golden Fingers for? It could be a toddler's first foods, and it could be a study snack for teenagers. And let's not forget the working adults. They're rushing to meetings. They can grab this and have a quick snack. And lastly, the elderly. They can enjoy our snack with an evening tea. So, I mentioned so many people, but how are we going to get to them? I'll let our marketing team answer that for you.
When we think of selling Golden Fingers, we're not just selling a product. We're selling our values. And in this case, it's time-saving, convenient, and user-friendly. And this brings us to the next question. Who is this for? Well, as Adrian has mentioned, our product is suitable for people of all demographics. So if AirAsia has everyone can fly, then we have everyone can makan. And this brings us to the next question. How do we find these people? How do we reach out to them? Because let's face it, no matter how wonderful a product is, people won't find them without the right marketing efforts. Golden Fingers will be promoted through roadshows at several of the most populated malls in Malaysia, because that is where consumers hang out, that is where families hang out during the weekend. Consumers will be able to have a hands-on experience when testing Golden Fingers. Fun games and activities will be held too. Next, through advertisements that will be uploaded on Facebook and Instagram, targeting at different groups of consumers. As the saying goes, what gets measured gets done. Did you know 20,000 ringgit spent on Instagram ads can reach out to 500,000 views? And did you know 30,000 ringgit spent on Facebook ads can reach out to a whopping 1.6 million views? But that's not all. Next, through product reviews by YouTube personalities such as Genie Boy TV, which will cost 2,000 ringgit and can reach out to 101,000 views. But the real challenge here is reaching out to senior citizens, like your Kongkong and Popo, your Oppa and Atok. Because they don't scroll through Facebook or Instagram. But what do? They watch TV at home. Hence, we will reach out to them via TV advertisements. Now, after hearing about how amazing our product is, I'm sure you would love to get a Golden Finger for yourself right now. So our sales team have came up with the perfect strategy to distribute our product.
Golden Fingers will distribute to all major supermarket chains so that it's easily accessible by everyone. Next, through vending machines. This is to cater to all working class people and also university students. The locations of these vending machines will be strategically placed at offices and also education hubs. And next, through B2B with commercial offices. We will supply our product to offices for their pantry stocks. Next is through two of the largest e-commerce platforms, which is Lazada and also 11th Street. Have you ever heard the saying, a vision without a strategy is just an illusion? In the short run, we are planning to strengthen our popularity and sales by helping Nutella package their product using our technology. To increase brand awareness globally, we will venture into countries such as Vietnam, Thailand, Indonesia, and as well Singapore by introducing local flavors such as white coffee and also gula melaka. In the long run, we will venture into something which is totally out of the box, which is barbecue. Okay, so whatever we have just said is just the tip of the iceberg. Now let my colleague Jin tell you more about the product.
So, what makes our product so special and unique? Well, let's identify the strengths and opportunities first. It is super convenient, time-saving, and user-friendly, making it a wonderful product for everyone to use. Our product does not contain any artificial coloring or flavoring, making it super healthy and delicious. Do you know that this is also certified by ISO, JAKIM, and the FDA, making it safe for you to consume on a regular basis. Our product is also easily differentiated from others, thus giving us an advantage over our competitors. Do you know that this is also relatively cheap, thus giving us more advantage over our competitors? Even though we intend to produce the Kaya Butterfinger to target the Malaysian market, but fear not, because we also intend to introduce more flavors to suit your taste. Now, the packaging services that we provide can also raise brand awareness. Do you know that this will also be a recession-proof product? Because we truly believe that this will be a need in your daily life. Even though there are many benefits, but let's not forget about the risk that may hinder our growth in the future. I'm sure that all of our judges here understand that being in the food industry isn't easy, with weaknesses such as possible food allergens to some and unintended food safety risks. To mitigate this issue, we will clearly state every single ingredient on the food label and focus on total quality management with abide to stringent quality control measures. That's not all. Our product is also easily differentiated, and we are convinced that the market will choose our product over our competitors with all the benefits that we have. Being a new entrant in this market, we chose to collaborate with Nutella by packaging their product into our containers, giving us more brand awareness. Now, do you know that this is also certified by a utility patent and copyright, protecting our special design and unique mechanism? We will also continuously push out more flavors and improve our product as said. Now, nothing can truly be done without money, so let my finance team guide you through the numbers.
Let's talk about money. The price is one of the main deciding factors to buy a product. If it is too high, they might not be excited about it. But if it is too low, they might think it's a low quality product. So, what is the perfect price for our product? Well, we set the price of our product and refills such as so, both inclusive of GST. And the packaging services will be on a markup basis of 13%. Now, you'll be wondering, how are we going to break even with these prices? As you can see, based on the data collected, these are the break-even charts for the first two flavors of the Golden Fingers. And this is for the packaging services. All of this is easily achievable based on our 5-year sales projection. Our sales for the first year will be an astonishing 10 million. And we'll have a 9% increase in the short run after introducing new flavors into the market. After gaining brand recognition and expanding our market into other countries, our sales is expected to have a steady increase. In the long run, we'll move into other categories, as mentioned. Thus, our sales will continuously increase, which will give us amazing numbers. And this is the breakdown of our sales, along with the costs that will occur in our company. And based on the budgeted profits, this is the return on investments for the following years, computed by taking into consideration of all variables. Attractive, isn't it?
So why Golden Fingers? Imagine having home at your fingertips. A simple kaya butter toast prepared within seconds. With convenience, health, and versatility in mind, we bring you a simple snack that can be had anywhere, anytime, by anyone. So what are you waiting for? Grab this golden opportunity and invest with Golden Fingers. Thank you for the investment opportunity. These are some of the samples of our products, how it will look like.
This is our business proposal.
Yeah, okay, I'll just go on to this. Yeah.
Okay, thank you, Team Golden Fingers.
Okay.
I'm quite amused and very impressed with the presentation because I am one of those who's always rushing. So this thing will work I would look forward to having this item. I think it's very useful. But I'm just wondering, right, why did you choose Nutella to be your target brand, someone whom you want to work closely when it is a French-based company and not a local company which already have, established themselves in the regional market? Why not start regional before going global?
Okay, I guess all of you know that Nutella is one of the biggest chocolate hazelnut spreads around the world. And they have about 3 million sales last year, and their sales have continued to increase yearly. So what our vision is to slowly increase our brand recognition, not just in Malaysia, but globally. So we'll slowly start venturing into new brands, but first we do it with Nutella because, first of all, Nutella has bigger competitions such as Jif's hazelnut spread and also the other chocolate hazelnut spreads. And that is why we chose to collaborate with them, because I'm sure that with our product, they will collaborate with us, thus boosting their sales and our brand awareness at the same time. So I think it's a win-win situation, and I think it's the best choice.
Is that feasible?
I'm sorry?
Is that feasible?
Feasible in a way.
To work with a giant when you can start small with, say, the Papa Rich or Old Town Coffee House.
Okay, so we have revolutionized the way you spread spreads on your. You don't need knives. You don't need plates anymore. So our approach is that Nutella would realize that nobody will want to defrost their Nutella, sticking their knives inside. And our service for packaging their Nutella into our containers is fairly cheap. So at the same time, while we distribute our spreads around local market, they will also see Nutella. At the same time, Nutella will cross-benefit us. Yeah.
Are you aware that Nutella have Nutella sticks in other parts of the globe?
Nutella sticks, it's slightly different. It's the one where you dip their own
The one in
biscuits.
the tube. It's in a tube.
Oh yeah, pressing it out. But when you press it out, you still sort of have to spread it. So we're skipping that step and we're bringing you direct spreading. And you can bring it anywhere, really. Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, from your presentation, I reckon that your main marketing point is that it's convenient, right? Okay, can you tell me the how you envisage selling the golden finger and the refills? What is a mix in terms of your revenue?
Can you repeat the question?
Okay, you have the golden fingers that device.
Yeah.
Okay, then you also have the refill to be sold. Okay, so what is the mix that you envisage that to be in terms of your revenue? The proportion of your revenue from these two things.
Or the ratio, is it?
Yes.
With the Nutella, it will be around 50% because we want to boost our kaya butter and garlic butter products.
No, I'm talking about the refills in general.
Yep. The refills. Okay, it will be 40%, 60% for the first year.
40%
For the container.
on the container?
60% will be for the refill. Because when people buy, they will buy the container first. When after that, when they buy, they will buy the refills only.
Yep. But to me, right, if you're marketing as a very convenient type of thing, right, for a refill to buy, it's not really convenient. Say, for example, I have one butter, then I want to change to Nutella, so I have to wash that thing.
Okay, you don't have to wash. Reason being, we are. Okay, let me rephrase myself. Sorry. Okay, let me just give me a moment. Okay, so our approach of why we want containers and refills is to save plastic, because we're going for the CSR approach of loving the environment. 3 R's: reuse, recycle, and reduce, reuse, recycle. So the refills is very easy to use. It'll be packaged in plastic, and after you turn to the maximum, a pop will pop out, and you just refill and just turn it back down. No cleanup will be necessary.
Okay. Okay, these are perishables. So who has the responsibility for the shelf life of the refills?
Okay, so basically, we've taken into consideration of preservatives, and we chose to put minimum preservatives to keep our shelf life up to 4 months. Right. So for those that we cannot sell or unsellable products in supermarket chains, we'll take it back before the expiration date about 2 weeks earlier, and then we'll give it to orphanages and old folks' homes by signing an agreement with them.
That way we get to complete our goal of CSR, Yeah.
So it's a cost to the company, not the like Nutella. Nutella doesn't take it back.
No.
I like the toast, and I like your product even better. But I'm not too clear as to what you are selling. Are you selling the packaging, or are you selling the garlic and toast on Nutella? Because if you're selling the packaging, I'm going back to your marketing plan. That looks more of a B2C, all right? B2C marketing, but I see that your innovation is more towards a B2B, for example, like a squeeze bottle, that along those lines. So what are you selling?
So as Adrian has mentioned, we are a product and service company. So our main product is the kaya butter and garlic butter, which we produce in-house. And then we will package Nutella in our container using our technology so that they can revolutionize the way their consumers traditionally spread their fillings. So basically, we have 2 avenues of income.
This is also because since we already have the factories and the technology, why not just bring in more businesses into our spreads and globalize our brand? Yeah.
So in that line, you are actually silent on your B2B marketing.
I really like your product. Yeah, my daughter would love it because it's so convenient for her to bring it to school, even to spray it on her bread. Looking into your sales projection, having a 10 million in year 1, is quite ambitious, actually, looking at your product of only about 6 ringgit or below 7 ringgit, right? So what do you think the barrier that you will face in entering the market to meet your 10 million sales in your first year projection?
Sorry, can you rephrase the question?
Your first year projection is you're meeting about 10 million in sales, and you're selling your product at about less than 7 ringgit, about 6 ringgit, right? So what's your barrier of entry, to sell your product, right, to meet that 10 million? Or what are the challenges you think you oppose to meet that particular projection of 10 million?
So basically, the 10 million consists of the Nutella packaging services and our own products. And the reason that we came up with 10 million is because we think that we have a strong marketing strategy and sales strategy to distribute our product. And on the barrier point, I think that the only barrier is that we are a new concept, a new product. So people may not accept it, but once you hear about it, once you see our advertisements, our marketing, our whatever, you'll be like drawn to it. It's just like a new way, and people always find new ways to do stuff, as you know. And then with all the convenience, all the benefits that we have, I'm sure that our customers will choose us.
And to add on, that's why we're going for Nutella, big brand, getting our name out. In addition to that, we actually have a B2B plan, but the sense is we go to other brands such as Skippy, or perhaps jam brands, big jam brands. So yeah, that's our approach. Wait, you.
And in addition to that, to explain the sales of how fast we can sell our product, to get into detail, our products, every supermarket will have a signed contract with Golden Fingers so that we have a dedicated rack in the supermarket only for Golden Fingers product. So let's say you're just walking around the spreads aisle and you will see one whole rack of golden things, and that will be Golden Fingers. So we have also gone for research. We went around supermarkets looking at the racks and checking out what color stands out the most in that rack. So we have chose the color gold because from far we can see that it's there. And the fact that the rack is there, it really brings out our product when at the first glance when you look at that aisle.
Okay, I think this will be the last question before the time runs out. So, looking at your packaging is interesting. The color is yellow, right? It attracts people. But young kid could look at it and think it's Yoo-hoo glue. And it's quite similar, right? You turn it around and then you apply. Right? And they may think, they look at TV adverts, this is a new kaya or garlic spread. Let me try, daddy or mommy, So I mean, so it's the packaging one, and two, you're only selling to individuals. I see. You're not targeting a family or things like that. So if I need to buy the stick, I also need to buy bread. I need to get biscuits. So the stick alone is not useful to me. It's like today, if you go out, you see Massimo for 80 cents or gardenia bread for 80 cents with blueberry, strawberry, vanilla, coffee, and so on and so forth. So how is this stick going to address the two points that I highlighted?
Okay, to address that, the fact that it looks like an uhu glue, well, we have thought of that, and we, like I have mentioned, we will advertise our product through Instagram, and Instagram users are full of young kids, so they would probably seen the video and know about our product. And Adrian's going to add on to that.
And our product that you just see is a prototype because we're high school kids and that is all we can afford. However, with your investment in our company, we actually plan for each serving to be 60 milliliters, so it look about this big. So it's more of a pencil applying onto your product. And you mentioned we have to depend on breads, right? Yeah, or crackers. That's why we target pantries in offices. I'm sure. Yeah, there's breads, there's biscuits. Also vending machines. Vending machines. We aim for the vending machines that have breads, have biscuits already. And like right downstairs, there's so many vending machines, and that's just a simple example.
And let me further explain about vending machines. So I thought about vending machines, and in my opinion, our obvious competitors aren't existing spreads in the market. They aren't our obvious competitors. They are the obvious competitors, but the less obvious ones are other snacks that people would consume, like chips and crackers. So if we place our products in vending machines together with bread and crackers, then we will be the #1 snack that is most reachable to everyone, beating other snacks.
Thank you very much.